Say hello to Josiah. Wanted to show that cute vid before I went into the main details of this vid. I had to babysit him all by myself last week while his mother was out of town, and now that she's back, I can just chill. On that video, me and him was watching an episode of the Magic School Bus, and he got hungry during the middle of it, so I fixed him some mashed up tater tots and put some strawberry milk in his bottle. I think I bottle fed him for like 4 minutes, and he was done. By that time, the show was over, so I sat him on the couch with his toys and popped Twilight Princess in my Wii to kick Ganondorf's ass for the 12th time. When I got to the menu screen, I kept switching my GameCube memory cards to find which one had the save point before the final battle. And when I finally found it and was about to select it, I heard a loud thump. So I turned my head around to see what it was, and it was the sound of Josiah's Dragon Ball hitting the toy. He was fast asleep. I had the music from the menu screen playing for the last few minutes, trying to find the right memory card, and I guess the music must have made him fall asleep along with the food and milk he just had. I thought that was the cutest thing, seeing my baby cousin knocked out over lullaby music from a Zelda game. So I turned the TV up, opened my webcam, and recorded him. I would have kept recording him when I picked him up and put him in his crib in my master bedroom, but I had no one to hold my laptop besides my dog and cats. You gotta admit though, even a grown-ass man could fall asleep listening to that too. Gentleman. Anyway, this is your boy Justin Davis, aka Jaywalk, aka Jaywalk0, aka a lot of other YouTube names with Jaywalk in it, bringing y'all some announcements. The PCAs! The first round started the last full week of July, and what a glorious week it was. I feel like I took a step back to the past. Whoever said the A&V game is dead on YouTube? It ain't dead. And a lot of talented editors who participated who aren't well known to A&V game got a lot of well-deserved recognition for their skills. One of the reasons why I had to bring the PCAs back. Over 50 battle vids in 1 week. Shit. I downloaded all the ones I liked and burned them on a DVD so I could play them on my TV. If anybody ever tells me A&Vs aren't for grown folks, I'm going to say the devil is a lie. I'm going to be watching A&Vs to the day I die. But yeah, man, to every editor and the PCAs who did what they're supposed to do, thank you. Those who won and those who lost, thank you. Y'all helped bring that magic back to most of these viewers and editors, and damn near brought tears to my eyes. Supposed to have 60 editors represent, but only 54 of them did. The other 6, some of them honestly did not have the time due to situations out of their control, and some of them was just too damn lazy. All in all though, the first round was a success. Some of these battles were one-sided, but many of them was just wow. Most of them, me and the other judges had to look for small mistakes to pick the winners because the battles were too damn close. On the flip side, these are the best types of battles. The first round this year was the most brutal and glorious first round I've seen of the PCAs. So once again, thank you to all the editors who participated in the first round. But we have a problem. When the first round was over and by the time all the winners were decided, I had 29 winners. 4 of the 6 editors who were disqualified never uploaded, so their opponents won by default. And with the other 2, they were supposed to battle each other, but one of them never uploaded and the other wasn't able to upload his video in time. 29 is an odd number. In order for the second round of the PCA to take place, I need an even number of fighters. I need another fighter to turn 29 into 30. So in order to do that, I need the viewers' help. I am going to bring back an editor who lost a battle in the first round. All the editors who lost their battles in the first round is in the description box, along with the videos they used. I need you, the viewers, even the editors who participated in the first round, to pick 3 editors from this description box who you want back in the PCAs the most. I'm giving y'all a week from today to do it. Don't pick 1 editor, don't pick 2 editors, don't pick more than 3 editors. If a viewer does not pick 3 editors, I will not count their posts. I already put down my 3, and I will explain why I need 3. The editor who has picked the most from everyone by this time next week will have a permanent spot in the PCAs for the second round. The 2 runner-ups, which is the editors who are picked almost as much, will be the backup editors, starting with the backup editor who has the most between the 2. in case someone who already has a spot for the second round wants to drop before the round happens. The runner-up with the most votes will take their place, and if another one drops, the other runner-up will take their place. Now, it's not guaranteed that someone's going to drop, but just in case, because before the first round took place, I had a handful of editors drop before the first round happened, or got suspended and never opened another account. By the way, if you get suspended before the second and third rounds in the PCAs, and you are a competitor in the PCAs, open another account so you can keep your spot. I know that having your account suspended is extremely fucked up, and it's up to you if you want to come back. But if you're in the PCAs, you have to come back unless you want someone else to take your spot. We had 6 judges for the first round, including myself, and I am still taking judges. So if you would like to be one for the second round, please notify me. You have to be an editor to be a judge. To my editors who are already in the PCAs, I did some brainstorming on how I should handle the second round, and I made some changes. I will explain those changes once I have 30 editors and send them to all of you through messages, because I could go over everything on this video right now, but some of you will forget and ask me questions to what I've already answered. I will also give y'all your opponents. The battles take place September 25th through October the 1st. I want to do some more editing to my Michiko Tohachin AMV, but I have a busy life away from the internet, so I may work on to finish my battle AMV for now. Along with many others, I go back to college this week. And those of you who go back to college or school who are in the PCAs as well, take advantage of your free time, but do not dismiss your academics. Now let me go over some Nubis mistakes that every single editor in this contest should not do in their AMVs. Because like I said earlier, in the first round, me and the judges had battled so close that the only way we could choose the winners were based off the smallest mistakes. And there were videos that were almost perfect, and those very same videos would have won if it wasn't for those small mistakes that he or she had. And most of those mistakes were noobish. There are 3 of them that I myself will call you out on. The other judges have their own opinions, and some of them go for mine, but these are the 3 that I will call you out on that will decide whether you win your battle or not. Because you may have a mistake in your video that you don't think is a big deal, but your opponent doesn't have them. And in a situation like that, depending on how many of those mistakes you have, they determine your victory or your defeat. Number 1, make absolutely sure that every single clip in your video has the same aspect ratio. If you're going to edit a certain section of your AMV to have a different aspect ratio than before that section, make sure you can find a legitimate way to transition between them and keep that aspect ratio the same. Number 2, make absolutely sure that your clips do not have subtitles in them. If you're using clips from episodes or movies that do have subtitles in them, either crop them out or get the raw American or DVD versions. Number 3, make absolutely sure your clips do not show logos. I understand that some animes always have logos in their clips and there's no way to get versions without them. In situations like that, it's alright to edit them in regular AMVs. But in battle AMVs, you got to cover as much of your bases as possible. If you have logos in your AMV, there's a very good chance your opponent doesn't. These are the top 3 mistakes I will call you out on if you have them. I've watched a lot of AMVs from the org that editors wanted me to give opinions on, and I've learned a lot of things that editors should not do in their AMVs because they look unprofessional not only to me, but to many other editors who have been in the AMV game longer than I have been, and who also judge AMVs at anime conventions. I am not judging you by these mistakes to put you down. I am judging you by these mistakes to help you improve your editing skills so that even the most elitist of editors won't have as much reasons to criticize you based on what kinds of music you edit with. A playlist of all the AMVs that were in the PCAs are located on Weekly Paper 50's YouTube page, which link is located in the description box. Wrinkled Paper 50 is one of the editors who participated in the PCAs this year, and she run her first round. She used to be Baloney 500, but due to certain circumstances, she lost her account, so this is her new account. Check her out. She's a very talented editor too. A very good friend. That's the end of the PCA news. Show of hands. How many of you are familiar with Umemaro 3D? Umemaro 3D, in my opinion, and to literally thousands of other people across the world, is the best 3D hentai artist to ever grace the genre. I made my first hentai AMV with his works and R. Kelly's Sex Me around this time last year for my lovely friend and talented editor from the org, Kenzichu, who was organizing a MEP, and she loved it. My friend Mookie King Ghost, aka Reggie Smalls, was one of the editors who participated in this map too. By the way, Reggie is one of the most versatile and talented editors I have ever known, and he's also in the PCA, so check him out if you haven't. 2 nights ago while I was at work, I did a little experiment. I opened a new account on YouTube called JWalkXXX on an email address completely different from my other addresses from my other accounts, and uploaded my vid on it to see if it would get blocked or not. And surprise, surprise, it didn't get blocked. I am going to keep this vid only on private because I am very sure that if I put it on public, it will get taken down and that account will get suspended. So if you want to watch it on YouTube, just tell me that you do and I'll make sure you're able to watch it. The YouTube link to this vid is in the description box. The org links to this vid and the map are in this description box, and in that video's YouTube description box. My entire vid for this map is 2 minutes full of love making and straight fucking. So if you're under 18, ask your parents for permission. I am going to show the intro of my vid right now. We'll show the rest of it, but for many reasons, that's not.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Kenzichu was organizing this map for a friend Godix, who was also an editor from the org and who I had the pleasure of knowing, building a friendship with, and who has helped me out when I needed it. Tragically, he passed away this year, and those of you who have watched my PCA entry for the first round this year with Barefoot Again saw that he was one of the people I dedicated that vid to. I plan to put that AMV and my Catherine AMV that I made earlier this year in the map that Kenzichu is organizing right now for Godix. I will upload an org link to the map on this video's description box when it's done, and I will upload org links to my Catherine and Barefoot Again AMVs when I upload them on the org once the map is ready, on their YouTube description boxes. Reggie will also be in this map too. Giving more shout outs, y'all remember my talented and beautiful friend Cryhog, aka Misinterpret Cosplay, who helped me out on my So Beautiful and Catherine AMVs with her fan dubs? Of course you do. She's in 2 cosplay contests right now getting many votes. She uploaded a vid about the contest and other projects she's doing early this week, and the link to it and the contest are in my description box. Show some love. In the first cosplay contest through Facebook, you have to click like for the Otaku House cosplay idol, and then click like on her photo. And also my friend and talented editor who you probably know by the name of Arashi Nome, aka Penny Royalty, has been knee deep in the music studio, and I promised him back in May that I would spread the love, so links to his Facebook page and links to some of his songs are in this description box. Give them a listen, give them some feedback, and buy his music if you're feeling it. That's the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and God bless.
Yeah. HB. Survival with the Fittest. Volume 1. Check this out. For my dudes locked up, yes, I feel your pain. Doing time that'll rust up your cuffs and chains. Doing time that's a lifetime. Yes, it's real, it's either life or a horrible deal. It's all I feel. It's a puzzle, pieces is lost. PD, how I'm beating the charge. Court TV, nah, I ain't a star, but fucked up, living life behind bars.
It's getting cold, but ain't no cold as my soul. I roll solo, dolo, solo, yo. Even surrounded by people, I feel so alone. Like a piece is just missing, but fuck it, I'ma keep going. Just keep flowing, like running rivers is where I'm going. Downstream, son, nobody knows what I be knowing. And it's getting so hard just to get out of bed. I wake up and question whether or not I'ma raise my head or stay instead and ride away and decay in my room like prison bars rusted. Yo, I resume, take a Xanax, relax, and just zoom in the zone in the room that I hate.